Sean todos bienvenidos a esta presentación. En esta presentación lo preparo para ser el próximo ciudadano o la próxima ciudadana de los Estados Unidos. Esta presentación es para todos ustedes que estarán tomando el examen en inglés. Comencemos este repaso. What is the supreme law of the land? The Constitution. The Constitution. What does the Constitution do? Sets up the government. Sets up the government. The idea of self-government is in the first three words of the Constitution. What are these words? We the people. We the people. What is an amendment? A change to the Constitution. A change to the Constitution. What do we call the first 10 amendments to the Constitution? The Bill of Rights. The Bill of Rights. What is one right or freedom from the First Amendment? A speech. A speech. How many amendments does the Constitution have? 27 amendments. 27 amendments. What did the Declaration of Independence do? Declare our independence from Great Britain. Declare our independence from Great Britain. What are two rights in the Declaration of Independence? Life and liberty. Life and liberty. What is freedom of religion? You can practice any religion or not practice a religion. You can practice any religion or not practice a religion. What is the economic system in the United States? Capitalist economy. Capitalist economy. What is the rule of law? Everyone must follow the law. Everyone must follow the law. Name one branch or part of the government. The Congress. The Congress. What stops one branch of government from becoming too powerful? Separation of powers. Separation of powers. Who is in charge of the executive branch? The President. The President. Who makes federal laws? The Congress. The Congress. What are the two parts of the U.S. Congress? The Senate and the House of Representatives. The Senate and the House of Representatives. How many U.S. senators are there? 100 senators. 100 senators. We elect a U.S. senator for how many years? 6 years. 6 years. Who is one of your state's U.S. senators now? For this question, please look at the description part of this video for a link to the answer. The House of Representatives has how many voting members? 435 voting members. 435 voting members. We elect a U.S. representative for how many years? 2 years. 2 years. Name your U.S. representative. Once again, answers will vary here depending on where you live. Please look at the description part of this video for a link to the answer. Let's move on. Who does a U.S. Senator represent? All people of the state. All people of the state. Why do some states have more representatives than other states? Because they have more people. Because they have more people. We elect a president for how many years? 4 years. 4 years. In what month do we vote for president? In the month of November. In the month of November. What is the name of the President of the United States now? Donald Trump. Donald Trump. What is the name of the Vice President of the United States now? James David Vance. James David Vance. If the President can no longer serve, who becomes President? The Vice President. The Vice President. If both the President and the Vice President can no longer serve, who becomes President? The Speaker of the House. The Speaker of the House. Who is the Commander-in-Chief of the military? The President. The President. Who signs bills to become laws? The President. The President. Who vetoes bills? The President. The President. What does the President's Cabinet do? Advises the President. Advises the President. What are two cabinet-level positions? Secretary of State and Secretary of Education. Secretary of State and Secretary of Education. What does the judicial branch do? Reviews laws. Reviews laws. What is the highest court in the United States? The Supreme Court. The Supreme Court. How many justices are on the Supreme Court? 9 justices. 9 justices. Who is the Chief Justice of the United States now? John Roberts. John Roberts. Under our Constitution, some powers belong to the federal government. What is one power of the federal government? To print money. To print money. Under our Constitution, some powers belong to the states. What is one power of the states? Give a driver's license. Give a driver's license. Who is the governor of your state now? Answers will vary here depending on where you live. Please look at the description part of this video for a link to the answer. What is the capital of your state? Again, answers will vary here, but in front of you, I have a map with all 50 states. All you need to do here is find your state, and you will find the capital of your state right next to the red star. Let's move on. What are the two major political parties in the United States? Republicans and Democrats. Republicans and Democrats. What is the political party of the president now? Republican. Republican. What is the name of the Speaker of the House of Representatives now? Mike Johnson. Mike Johnson. There are 4 amendments to the Constitution about who can vote. Describe one of them. Any citizen can vote. Any citizen can vote. What is one responsibility that is only for United States citizens? Vote in a federal election. Vote in a federal election. Name one right only for United States citizens. Vote in a federal election. Vote in a federal election. What are 2 rights of everyone living in the United States? Freedom of speech and freedom of religion. Freedom of speech and freedom of religion. What do we show loyalty to when we say the Pledge of Allegiance? The United States. The United States. What is one promise you make when you become a United States citizen? Give up loyalty to other countries. Give up loyalty to other countries. How old do citizens have to be to vote for president? 18 and older. 18 and older. What are 2 ways that Americans can participate in their democracy? Vote and join a political party. Vote and join a political party. When is the last day you can send in federal income tax forms? On April 15th. On April 15th. When must all men register for the Selective Service? At age of 18. At age of 18. What is one reason colonists came to America? Freedom. Freedom. Who lived in America before the Europeans arrived? American Indians. American Indians. What group of people was taken to America and sold as slaves? Africans. Africans. Why did the colonists fight the British? Because of high taxes. Because of high taxes. Who wrote the Declaration of Independence? Thomas Jefferson. Thomas Jefferson. When was the Declaration of Independence adopted? On July 4th, 1776. On July 4th, 1776. There were 13 original states. Name 3. New York, Maryland, and Virginia. New York, Maryland, and Virginia. What happened at the Constitutional Convention? The Constitution was written. The Constitution was written. When was the Constitution written? In 1787. In 1787. The Federalist Papers supported the passage of the U.S. Constitution. Name one of the writers. James Madison. James Madison. What is one thing Benjamin Franklin is famous for? U.S. diplomat. U.S. diplomat. Who is the father of our country? George Washington. George Washington. Who was the first president? George Washington. George Washington. What territory did the United States buy from France in 1803? The Louisiana Territory. The Louisiana Territory. Name one war fought by the United States in the 1800s. The Civil War. The Civil War. Name the U.S. war between the North and the South. The Civil War. The Civil War. Name one problem that led to the Civil War. Slavery. Slavery. What was one important thing that Abraham Lincoln did? Freed the slaves. Freed the slaves. What did the Emancipation Proclamation do? Freed the slaves. Freed the slaves. What did Susan B. Anthony do? Fought for women's rights. Fought for women's rights. Name one war fought by the United States in the 1900s. World War I. World War I. Who was president during World War I? Woodrow Wilson. Woodrow Wilson. Who was president during the Great Depression and World War II? Franklin Roosevelt. Franklin Roosevelt. Who did the United States fight in World War II? Japan, Germany, and Italy. Japan, Germany, and Italy. Before he was president, Eisenhower was a general. What war was he in? World War II. World War II. During the Cold War, what was the main concern of the United States? Communism. Communism. What movement tried to end racial discrimination? The Civil Rights Movement. The Civil Rights Movement. What did Martin Luther King Jr. do? Fought for civil rights. Fought for civil rights. What major event happened on September 11th, 2001 in the United States? Terrorists attacked the United States. Terrorists attacked the United States. Name one American Indian tribe in the United States. Cherokee. Cherokee. Name one of the two longest rivers in the United States. The Mississippi River. The Mississippi River. What ocean is on the west coast of the United States? The Pacific Ocean. The Pacific Ocean. What ocean is on the east coast of the United States? The Atlantic Ocean. The Atlantic Ocean. Name one U.S. territory. Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico. Name one state that borders Canada. New York. New York. Name one state that borders Mexico. California. California. What is the capital of the United States? Washington, D.C. Washington, D.C. Where is the Statue of Liberty? New York Harbor. New York Harbor. Why does the flag have 13 stripes? Because there were 13 original colonies. Because there were 13 original colonies. Why does the flag have 50 stars? Because there's one star for each state. Because there's one star for each state. What is the name of the national anthem? The Star-Spangled Banner. The Star-Spangled Banner. When do we celebrate Independence Day? On July 4th. On July 4th. Name two national U.S. holidays. Independence Day and Thanksgiving Day. Independence Day and Thanksgiving Day. And we have come to the end of this presentation. Please review as many times as you need to in order to get ready to be the next American citizen. And I will see you in the next presentation.